game, and our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Aztecs will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. So Fresno State's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to throw, it's Warner. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Aztecs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the...
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give out of the gun. Sweet cut there. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. It's caught. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. To the air, it's Warner. He's got it down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there, you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Hines is back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Warner. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the track.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
With the catch, it's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They just keep firing. Gets rid of it. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Warner. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That brings him to within 1. So they get the goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The kick is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
slithers into space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Warner. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Gilliam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Bears the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilliam. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
That could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Finds his man, it's Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Warner. Grabbed behind the line, it's Freeman. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter.
Fresno State, 15.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's busted. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got it in the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.